What's up, gang? Frostworm here, and it's time for another episode of Frost Facts.
They must have hyperjets on that thing. And what do we got on this thing? A Cuisinart?
All right, guys, welcome back. And last time we talked about Nephilim rifts. Today we're going to talk about greater rifts, which are basically greater Nephilim rifts. So a greater rift is a timed Nephilim rift, and it requires a keystone. So if you go over here, you're going to pick greater. You do need these one Nephilim keystone, and if you do group, everyone needs to contribute a keystone to do it. And you get to pick a level. Now, these levels are shown approximately what difficulty they're at, and you might start out. You're probably going to start out pretty low on this. Maybe like level 10 will be available, maybe 15, something like that. So just pick one of those. Generally, whatever you're comfortable with. It's a 15-minute timed rift. 15 minutes is not that hard to get through in time. So I'm just going to pick something like Torment 7, I suppose, and I click accept. Okay, I'm in the rift, and the time is happening now, and so you can see there's going to be a purple bar and a yellow bar, or basically you'll see the amount of monsters and the time on the right there. Okay, I'm way overpowered for Torment 7, so I'm just cruising through this. Now elites drop these purple orbs again, little skull orbs. They're purple this time though, which means they fill up the little purple bar. So you can see my percent progress and my time left. Pylons do still exist. There is no loot in greater rifts because that would interfere with you speeding through it as fast as possible. All the loot does come at the end. As you get up to higher difficulties, of course, this time limit will become more constrictive, and you'll come close to you'll be pushing difficulties and working at trying to get better and get faster. The rifts, greater rifts, do have an infinite difficulty cap. They go on forever. Generally, like the highest completed at this moment is something like 120 or something around there, maybe. My best is like 85. Once you get up really, really high, it gets, of course, insanely difficult. So another thing about Nephilim rifts is if you die during it, it will start taking time off the clock. You can res in the middle of the rifts, that's fine, but eventually it starts taking off 5 seconds, then 10 seconds, and then it goes up to a max of 30 seconds off the clock every time you die. So you definitely don't want to die. That's obvious, but there's definitely a penalty to it. All right, and as you get to the end, we're going to fight a Rift Guardian again. This is okay. Well, yeah, I destroyed it. All right. So here's all the massive amount of loot I get. Let's pick all this up. Now, one thing that you'll get at the end of your first Greater Rift is a legendary gem. And at the end of every rift, you'll get a legendary gem, unless you have them all either on your character or in your stash. So if you want to get more legendary gems, you can actually make a new character, put them in his inventory, and then it'll not be in this character or your stash, so you'll get repeats of that one. There are something like 25 legendary gems, maybe 30. But anyways, what you want to do is talk to Urshi now. Urshi gives you a chance to upgrade your legendary gems. So basically, you can upgrade them based on what level of Nephilim Greater Rift you completed. So I just completed a level 30 Rift, and your gems will basically get levels. So let's just look at this gem here. I have, or this one here. Yeah, Boyarsky's chip. It's currently ranked 29, and it gives me a 60% chance to upgrade that. So if I had a higher Rift level, if I was up like something like 40 or 50, that'd be a 100% chance. If your Rift level is 10 above the level of your gem, it's a 100% chance. And below that, it goes down a little bit. If you look at some of these other gems I have a level 73, is 0% chance of upgrading that at a level 30 Rift. So I can just upgrade this, and we'll see if it works. Succeeded. Oh, I got an achievement. Upgrade again. Cool. So you get three chances per completed rift. You get +1 chance if you did not die during the rift, which is nice. And you can see my upgrade chance went down there. So that wraps it up. So once you're done talking to her, you can town portal back. Now, legendary gems can only go in your neck or ring slots, so you can only be wearing 3 at a time. They also, once they get to level 25, they get a little extra bonus, and they get more powerful as you level them up, but they get that extra bonus at 25. So once you get back, talk to Auric, and he will give you a much bigger reward. You'll also get to see this little leaderboard thing. Yeah, it gives you lots of gold, lots of XP. See, I got 507 million XP. That's a lot. Even though it takes me 5 billion right now to get a level, still pretty good. And yeah, as I said, greater rifts get infinitely harder and harder, so you can keep pushing. Depending on how fast you beat that rift, it will give you the option of going like 2 or 3 deeper. Now, another thing you can do with greater rifts is say you're like feeling confident and you're like, I'm outdoing this, and you don't want to like step through each of those two levels. If you just go beat a Nephilim rift at like a high difficulty, say Torment 10, I think it will open up everything up to level 45 for you. So even if you're stuck down here and you haven't like progressed through 19, 21, 23, like so on, you can just skip forward and open these up. And that's probably a good idea if you're that powerful. Another thing you can do here is empower the rift. So for an amount of gold, depending on the level of the rift, you can add an extra chance to upgrade your legendary gems. If you complete the rift, you will get that chance even if you die. So that'll give you a possible chance of five chances to upgrade the legendary gem. That wraps up this episode of Frost Facts. I'll see you guys next time, and we're going to talk about challenge rifts. See you then.